and preparing and designing and preparing and rearranging and getting the temple ready for Shavuot, which would the day when Yahweh would send out his Ruach, and the temple would house the Ruach HaKodesh. Can I hear a good amen? Amen. So in order to house the Ruach HaKodesh, 50 days later, he had to take us away from the animal nature and bring us to a new nature. We began the counting of the Omer on the feast of what? First fruits, Yom HaBikurim. When we what? Wave the first fruit barley offering, we bring it to the Kohen HaGadol, and the Kohen HaGadol waves it before Yahweh and say, this is the Bikurim, the first fruit of the harvest of Israel, which is always barley. Barley, brothers and sisters, is a popular animal food. We give it to animals. They eat a lot of barley. I don't know. Every once in a while, man will eat egg barley. But basically, it's an animal food, and I'll show you that to you in a second. 50 days later, we are to bring the first wheat offering on Shavuot to the priest. And so Yahweh takes us from first Adam to second Adam. He prepares us, speaking of spiritual things. Look at verse 3. He spoke of things pertaining to the Malchut of Yahweh, Daryl. Look at verse 4. And as Yeshua ate lechem together with them, in other words, a real spiritual leader doesn't mind hanging out with his sheep. He needs to look like them, act like them, and smell like them. A spiritual leader doesn't do 20 services on Sunday morning so he can get 20 offerings and run in the background during worship and sit there and they roll him out for another 20-minute message. Goes back, another crowd comes in, second offering, they roll him back out for another 20 minutes. Would someone please explain to me how you teach for 20 minutes? It takes me 20 minutes to shave. And I even stopped doing that. 20 minutes. At B'nai Yeshua Synagogue, we sing Shabbat Shalom for 20 minutes. What, are you kidding me? They got to be paid professionals. How do you do a service at 8, another service at 9:30, another service at 11? That's the big one. Well, you don't understand, Rabbi. People have a very short attention span. They just can't sit there for 4 hours. Really? Was that you and your children watching the Titanic together?
Uh-oh! Yeah, that was about 4 hours.
Or how about the puzzling case of Benjamin Button? Were you sitting there for 3 hours stuffing your face with popcorn and you can't sit in the service for 3 hours? Try someone else. I'm not buying.
Uh-oh.
So these are paid professionals. I don't understand how you deliver Yahweh's message in 20 minutes. Maybe someone can help me. I don't understand that.
I don't understand it neither.
Anyway, so Yeshua ate lechem together with them. He commanded them that they should not depart from Yerushalayim, but wait for the promise of Abba Yahweh, which he said, verse 4, you have heard from me. Again, this message, from faith to believe. Write it down. From faith to believe. So Yeshua ascended on the 42nd day. He left them how many days to get ready for the coming of the Ruach?
8 days.
8 days. He commanded them to wait in Yerushalayim, Jerusalem, and not leave Yerushalayim till Shavuot, when the power of Yahweh would come, and the promise of trusting in Yahweh as opposed to a mere mental assent found before. Now let's also title that, Rivka, The Fertile Days of Your Deliverance. Let's subtitle that. The Fertile Days, I like that better. The Fertile Days of Your Deliverance. Look at verse 5. For Yochanan HaMadbil, John the Immerser, truly immersed with mayim, water. John the Baptist immersed with water. But you shall be immersed with the Ruach, what? HaKodesh, the set-apart Spirit, not many days from now. About how many days? 8 days. I'm going on the 42nd day. Not many days. You got about 8 days to get ready. I taught you, I prepared you, I encouraged you, I admonished you, I instructed you, I spoke about the coming Malchut HaShamayim, and now you've got 8 days to absorb this thing and to start realizing that when the 50th day has come, you're not going to be led by your Yetzer Hara, your animalistic nature, but you're going to be set free to be all that I want you to be, or that you can be. Can I hear a good amen?
Amen.
So Yeshua is taking them from saving faith to a power. Turn to your neighbor and say power.
Power.
Let's try that side of the room. Power. A power to trust, to believe and become established in the spirit of the new second Adam. It goes from faith to a power to trust. Verse 6. When they came together, they asked him, saying, "Okay, Master, since you're going back today, the 42nd day of the counting of the Omer, there's one piece of unfinished business that you haven't taken care of. You talk about power and ruach and cleansing, but you forgot to regather and reunite and restore the two houses of Israel, Jewish and non-Jewish Israel, the 3 tribes of the Jewish people and the 10 lost tribes who have become the fullness of the nations, the Gentiles, according to prophecy. You forgot about reuniting these 2 sticks, these 2 houses." Verse 6, they asked him, saying, "Master, before you go, you forgot about the restoration of both houses." In other words, they knew their trust could not be manifested, this coming power to trust, from faith to belief, trust, unless the 2 houses were restored, united, under one king, Yeshua, Jews and Christians, under one king and one constitution, Torah. Meanwhile, through waiting, he wanted them to mature from faith to trust, to evolve from the barley, first fruit barley harvest, the food of Adam, to the food of the harvest of souls, symbolized by wheat, or human food. Both barley and wheat were produced by the land of Israel. Now look at Yeshua's response at the end of verse 8. Verse 7. Acts, Maaseh Shlichim 1:7.
Okay.
He said, "It is not for you to know the times or the moadim which Abba has put under his what? Own authority." Meaning, Israel will be restored, but first I'm restoring you. Worry about yourself. I'll take care of the nation. You guys worry about yourself. Right?
Okay.
He's saying it's not for you to know when the regathering and restoration of both houses of Israel will be complete. The Father has a schedule. The Father is going to stick to a schedule. That's not why I'm here. I've been here teaching you for 40 days and 40 nights to restore you during the counting of the Omer. The counting of the Omer is a time to go from faith to supernatural trust, healing, miracles, breakthroughs, and deliverance. I've seen people get $50,000 checks during the counting of the Omer. I've seen people who were hurt by plural marriage get healed. I've seen miracles, signs, wonders. I've seen all kinds of mighty works. Financial breakthroughs, emotional breakthroughs, healing breakthroughs. My cane has been sitting in there for a week. I plan on getting my hip replaced August 18th. But something started happening during the counting of the Omer. And I haven't touched my cane in over a week. This is a time for healing, deliverance, and power to become new creations in Yeshua, not just in word, but in reality.
Amen.
I had one lady, can we talk? I had one lady send me daily offerings during the counting of the Omer. Every day she would send $5, $20. One day it was $300. One day it was $500. It came in the mail. Every day, because she knows it's a season of deliverance and freedom and power to go from faith to trust, to see the supernatural working signs of the coming kingdom. And so she wants to seize and take advantage of every single day, somebody.
Amen.
And every day in that mailbox a check shows up. You know what that woman's saying to me? Well, more important, you know what that woman is saying to y'all?